and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Charles Booker. We actually interviewed him on our show. Mm-hmm. He was running in a very tough Democratic primary, and I do believe that he had the ability to truly win that primary were it not for the Democrats weighing in and then having a corporate Democrat go up against Turtle Boy Mitch McConnell. But let's be very real about this. I think, again, we could theorize as much as we want whenever we want, but there was a good chance that he would have left if Charles Booker was the nominee going up against Turtle Boy Mitch McConnell, Charles Booker would have run. But now it looks like Charles Booker is running again for Senate, this time against Rand Paul.
Yeah,
known libertarian and Republican.
I hope he doesn't run away.
Yeah. So, so there's a couple of videos here that I want to play in regards to bringing attention to this. So I think it's only fair that we play these two videos from his Twitter page, as well as a video from Case Study QB. Be sure to follow Case Study QB on Twitter. He does a lot of good stuff. So let's play this first video, and then I just want to have a conversation, not only with all of you, but with Daniel as well, about what this means, especially going into 2022.
Hey everybody, it's Charles Booker. Now I want to tell you I am so grateful. Thank you for all the support you've given since I've announced that I'm strongly considering a run for United States Senate in 2022 to defeat Rand Paul here in Kentucky. Now I'm considering this because I know that our voices matter. Kentuckians deserve to be seen and heard from the hood to the holler and everywhere in between. And Rand Paul sure doesn't see us, and he's not listening. So if you're with me, I need your help. We got to show that we can pull the resources together to get this done. So if you can contribute $5 or anything you can, it will make a difference. Thank you for your support. Hey, everybody.
All right. Now, let's only to be fair, I think, again, this is just what we see a lot with a lot of progressive Democrats. Charles Booker did run a tough campaign, and I believe that, again, he's very sincere. We've had him on the show. We've seen a lot of interviews. Let's play this next interview as well.
Rand Paul's a fool. Rand Paul's a joke. Rand Paul has done nothing for Kentucky. Rand Paul probably couldn't find Kentucky on the map. Rand Paul doesn't care about the people of Kentucky. Instead, he wants to stoke racial divides. He wants to play these political games that prey on the fears of folks and say that we're going to lose out if we don't support a politician that's allowed us to lose out already. That's the definition of insanity. Saying that Rand Paul is the path forward when all he's done is laughed at us while we fall off the cliff is an insult, and so the people of Kentucky already know the message that I'm lifting up. They know that I'm here to fight for them. They know that this is about family. This is about us. This is not about the National Republican Party and their BS talking points. We are here to change our future, and there is nothing they can do to stop it.
Gotcha.
End quote.
Okay, very good.
I like that attitude a lot.
And that's an attitude that we're going to need to see, like the ability to push back and fight back and not be polite like how we see with the neoliberal Democrats and neoconservative Republicans, how they play this back and forth game. Now let's play this final video from Case Study QB. Again, be sure to follow Case Study QB on Twitter. He does a lot of good stuff sitting through corporate media, and he also has his own original YouTube channel. Let's play this short video.
And that is why today I emphatically and urgently announced an exploratory committee for U.S. Senate to take a stand to build a movement to finally remove Rand Paul from office so that we can have leaders in every level of government that give a damn about our lives and will fight for us, not against us, because we all deserve the chance to pursue our dreams and surpass them, and to live gainful lives, and to be okay in our cars with air freshener in our windows, or be okay in our homes at night as we drift off to sleep, and know that we don't have to decide between putting food on the table or affording our insulin. We can do deeper work to heal and to actually speak to the changes we need. And that's what I want to do by example, committing my life to this work. And I believe that Kentucky's ready for a change, just like this country is, and I'm going to do my part in it.
Well, we wish you luck. Please keep us up to date on that run. We do know that the person you'll be running against said that I believe he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act. So that would be quite a change of direction for Kentucky if they decided to change direction politically. Marilyn.
Okay, so there's a couple of takeaways I want everyone to acknowledge from these clips that we saw. Now, Charles Booker has been consistent with his primary campaign, and even after the election, even though, let's face it, the DNC did weigh in on that last election. They screwed him over. It's a fact. We've seen this happen to progressives and independents and third-party candidates. So the thing is, I want to invite Charles Booker as a guest on this show. I will reach out to his campaign.
Would love to have him back.
Now, of course, it'll be very clear. This is an exploratory thing that he's doing right now. So
he's in exploratory phase. We're going to do an exploratory interview.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
But, however, again, the thing is, let's be very clear about this. He is running in the Democratic Party, and he is running for U.S. Senate, not in the U.S. House of Representatives. So my question is as a progressive running in a Democratic Party, how are you going to separate yourself from your other colleagues that have flip-flop on a lot of their progressive promises and are giving cover fire and shielding towards the Biden administration? So for Charles Booker, while I do believe he will follow through, the thing is, these are the questions that we have to ask progressives that are running in the Democratic Party, especially in the U.S. Senate. A hypothetical scenario: Charles Booker gets pulled aside by Chuck Schumer and says, "Hey, here's how you need to play ball." Because the thing is, I think a lot of progressives and independents that have voted blue are tired of being lied to, tired of being ignored. And the thing is, what is his promise, knowing that he won't back down? Because I think at this point in time, people are looking for fighters, and we should expect that from Bernie Sanders. But when Bernie Sanders gave that lackluster answer, and we've been covering it, and even you were like upset about it too, on how Bernie just fizzled away. Charles Booker, in a hypothetical scenario, what are you going to do to make yourself stand out, to be a leader that progressives are looking for? And how are you going to stand up against a two-party system that's going to probably guilt you into falling in line?
So I think a nice question to ask him would also be, if you were forced into a dilemma where you either had to completely fall in line with the Democratic Party or throw a wrench into that party and expose it as much as possible, which would you choose?
Yeah, that is a damn good question. So I'll be emailing his campaign and trying to do a online interview with him as soon as possible. But I just I don't know how this midterm election cycle is going to play out. But if I had to advise Charles Booker and his progressive campaign about how to run in Kentucky, be prepared for the Democratic establishment to screw you over. Don't do what Bernie Sanders did in 2020 and just assume everything's going to be okay. Learn from what happened in 2020 and use what you can in 2022, because obviously Bernie Sanders didn't learn a damn thing. And I hope that Charles Booker and his campaign, if he does follow through, are able to learn how DNC is going to screw him over. And if that is the case, what is he prepared to do to acknowledge and call it out? Because we've seen this happen to progressives and independents.
Yeah, I think also so obviously Joe Manchin's West Virginia, but if he's able to pull the win in Kentucky, that would go a lot farther to the point that we've been trying to make, that progressives are actually really good at taking these areas. They just have to be focused on mainly economic issues. And I remember last time we talked to him, he was very much an economics person, so we're very happy with that.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to give War Deer Entertainment the last word on this one. Leaders, not tweeters.
Yeah,
there we go. I mean, let's face it. Those tweets that the squad does and Bernie Sanders does, look, I agree with it, but it's kind of getting annoying because these are statements, not actions. Words, not deeds. Show me what you're going to do. So, Charles Booker, in the off chance you see this video, we're inviting you to come on to Hard Lens Media, and I will be sending an email out tonight to his campaign and trying to get that set up as soon as possible.
And if you guys want to help us out by tweeting out to his exploratory, I don't even know specifically what Twitter he's using. It's probably his own Twitter.
Yeah, it's still the same thing.
Just reach out and say Hard Lens. We'd love to have you on Hard Lens. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
we'll talk to him. We'll ask him questions. And you'll know we will ask him the right ones.